Hi folks, welcome to another episode of Angry TV with me, Angry Britain, off the Twitter, which is here or there, somewhere. I still haven't worked it out yet. Anyway, right, so it's been 3 or 4 weeks now since I got to the Pixel 6 Pro, and it has been a fairly mixed experience. Now, as you'll know, I've been an iPhone user for, well, basically ever, since they first came out. I've had them all, more or less, every generation, or skip 1 or 2, but basically I've been an iPhone user through and through. So to have a Pixel 6 Pro has been a little bit of a learning experience for me. Okay, so as I say, it's been a mixed bag, but this video is 5 things that I absolutely hate about it. And some of them might get fixed with software updates, some of them might not. But either way, they are driving me absolutely nuts. So let's run through. Okay, so the first one is a little bit petty, but for someone like me who's like well into social media and is constantly on it, on the iPhone, you can have a square picture. So when you take a picture, you can set it to square, which means you can line it up perfectly for Instagram, because you don't necessarily want to use the Instagram app to do it, and snap away. And at least you know when you pop it into Instagram, it's in the right ratio. I can't for the life of me find the setting on the Google Pixel 6 Pro that allows you to do that. It just doesn't seem to be one. You can have a 16:9, or you can have a whatever it is, something else, 4:3, but there is no square option. Now, it's so handy once you've had it. I can't explain how handy it is that you can just fire up your camera, set it to square, snap what you want, and then plot that straight into Instagram. Okay, so that's a real nuisance. So if you're a mad Instagrammer, that's really annoying, because it means you've got to fire the app up and do it in Instagram. I know it's like I know it's probably me making quite a lot of it, but it's bloody annoying when you're used to having it on an iPhone. So anyway, that's the first thing. Okay, the second thing is the adaptive brightness on here. It is hopeless, absolutely hopeless. It's constantly jumping up, down, up, down, up, down. There's no happy medium. Again, with my iPhone, my experience of iPhones, the adaptive brightness is quite good. It's quite gentle, it's quite gradiated, and it generally keeps up with the surroundings that you're in. This thing, on and off like a bloody torch. It is so annoying, to the point that I've basically turned it off now. But even when you do that, and you turn it off and you go up here and you do this and you mess about with this up here, it's never at the right brightness, and so the whole thing is just an absolute nuisance. And again, it's a minor thing, but when it's every day and it's annoying you and it just eats away, and you just think, why is it so bad? Genuinely, I'd love to know if you've got one of these and you're experiencing the same thing, but it is on and off like a bloody torch. There's no happy medium with it. Right, so the next thing is, I would say, a little bit more serious. Okay, it's the screen. Okay, it's an OLED panel, as you know, and you get blacks and that kind of thing, which is great. But I've found that this has got a really kind of yellowy tinge to it. I'm going to hold it up to the camera just so that if you can, I don't know if this is going to translate at all, okay, because obviously you're looking at it through a camera lens and not actually in the flesh, but to me the screen it's got a really kind of yellowy tinge, and when you take a photo you get kind of like a yellow, I don't know, everything's got like a yellow tint. I don't know if it's the screen or whether it's the camera, but compared to my iPhone, it's horrible. The Retina screen on the iPhone is just so much better. Hold on, I'll prove it. Right, okay, here you go. Side by side comparison. Okay, again, I don't know how well you're going to see this. I'm going to go in. I don't know if you can tell, but anyway, look, I'll put it by my face. Okay, the iPhone is just so much brighter, so much crisper. It's quite poo. Okay, the next thing that is driving me absolutely nuts is Android Auto. Okay, it is just horrible. Alright, there is no getting away from the fact that CarPlay on an iPhone is just infinitely better. It just looks better, it works better, it's just better. Okay, and I know Android Auto is a thing and people probably rave about it, okay, but I drive a 2022 Hyundai Tucson hybrid, okay, and I've got a great big 10.25 inch screen in it. Android Auto only fills up 2/3 of it, okay, and you're left with a big blank panel at the end. It looks rubbish. When you're trying to navigate, your maps are all shoved up in one corner and all the information's in one bit of the screen, and it looks a bit like that. Alright, it's just not good. Okay, the interface is ugly, Google Maps is horrible. I'm sorry, Android, Auto, Google, whoever makes that junk, you have got a lot of work to do. Okay, now I'm aware that in Hyundai, Kia and some other vehicles, there is a problem with the manufacturer software not stretching it across the full screen. So I'm fingers crossed that Hyundai sort that out pretty quick and I can see full screen Android Auto. But even then, it's still horrible. It looks horrible. Google Maps is so low res, it's ridiculous. It's just nasty. So I am not a fan of Android Auto. Okay, and I spend a lot of time in my car, so that's becoming a proper annoyance for me. Okay, the fifth and final thing is something that you will have read about undoubtedly with this and the normal Pixel 6. It's the fingerprint scanner. It is absolutely hopeless. Look, look. I'm not kidding. This is not an uncommon occurrence. Okay, it's just shit. There is no other way to say it's just shit. It just doesn't work. Okay, it is really poor. Okay, I've managed to lock myself out of my phone now. Right, I'm gonna have to go in. Okay, into my phone. Okay, do it again. It is so hit and miss. It is just poo. Look, look. I'm not kidding. Right, there you go. It's done it. Right. Every time you're looking at 3, 4, 5 times putting your thumb on the thumbprint before it reads it, if it reads it at all. It is just not good enough. Okay, iPhone, look at it, oh, look at it, open. Every time, without fail. Okay, looking at my iPhone, swipe up, open. It's doing my absolute nutting. I'm not kidding you. It's driving me mental. Okay, and it's a great phone and there's lots of things I love about it, and I will do another video on the things that I really enjoy about it. But coming from an iPhone to one of these where this just works and this is a pain in the arse, that's not good. And if Google are serious about nicking iPhone users, there are a lot of things with this they need to improve, and fast. And I don't know if it's a software update or if it's going to be a hardware update in the next Pixel, but it's just poo. So anyway, that's my thoughts on the Google Pixel 6 Pro. Thanks for watching, and I'll do another video on things I love soon. Cheers!